George Orwell, alias Eric Arthur Blair, was born in India in 1903. The son of an official in the Indian Customs Service, he moved to England with his family so that he could be educated there. He decided to follow his father's footsteps by taking a job in the Indian Imperial Police. It was a traumatic experience. Orwell felt guilty because he was actually supporting a system which exploited other people. This sense of guilt brought about a great change in his life. He left his job, he changed his name, and decided to get to know the life of the lower classes. He was an advocate of socialism, and in his works there are many criticisms to totalitarian regimes. He died in London in 1950. Orwell is considered the key exponent of the dystopian literature. The term dystopia refers to an undesirable society in the future, in which social tendencies are brought to extreme and apocalyptic consequences. An example of dystopian literature is the novel entitled 1984. We are in 1984. The world is divided into three immense superstates, constantly in war with each other: Oceania, Eurasia, and Eastasia. In Oceania, whose capital is London, the society is governed according to the principles of the Socing, the English socialism, headed by the Big Brother, who sees and knows everything, but no one has ever seen him. In every corner of the city, in every house, there are telescreens switched on 24 hours a day to check all citizens. In every street, there are huge posters with the three slogans of the party: war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength.
This is our land, Oceania. These are our people, the workers, the strivers, the builders. These are our people, the builders of our world, struggling, fighting, bleeding, dying, on the streets of our cities and on the far-flung battlefields, fighting against the mutilation of our hopes and dreams.
Nothing is apparently forbidden, except thinking, if not according to the principles of Socing, except loving, if not with the aim of reproducing, except living, if not according to the customs and traditions of the Big Brother. Winston Smith is an employee of the Ministry of Truth, and his job is to alter history by censoring and editing books and newspapers which are not in conformity with the Big Brother's forecasts. Although he is obliged to behave as a lover of the party, Winston starts to follow principles against the party. He secretly buys a diary to write his memories, from childhood to the events delayed by the party. He meets Julia, and they start to have an affair.
Cancer, an evil tumor, growing, spreading in our midst. Shout! Shout! Shout out his name!
Winston believes that O'Brien, a member of the Inner Party, belongs to the Brotherhood, a resistance organization against the party's dictatorship, headed by Goldstein. They decide to risk and they look for O'Brien, who gives them the book written by Goldenstein. When Winston and Julia start to read it in their secret refuge, they are surprised by the thought police, and they are captured.
Power is not a means, it is an end. In our world, there will only be triumph and self-abasement. Everything else we shall destroy. The past is forbidden. Why? Because when we can cut man from his own past, then we can cut him from his family, his children, other men. There is no loyalty except loyalty to the party. There is no love except love of Big Brother. All competing pleasures.
They will be separately tortured by O'Brien, who actually is a spy. Winston is taken into room 101, where he has to face his worst fear, rats. At the end, Winston gives up, he betrays Julia, and pledges his loyalty to the party. Even a movie was made, and it is entitled Orwell 1984, directed by Michael Radford, with John Hurt, Suzanne Hamilton, and Richard Barton. The movie is completely loyal to the novel. There are only some differences. The members of the party call each other brothers and sisters. In the novel, they are called comrades. In the novel, both Winston and Julia go to O'Brien's private residence, but in the film, Winston meets him alone, and O'Brien does not say clearly to be part of the resistance. The main theme in Orwell's novel is the nature and functions of political language. In Oceania, language has been so corrupted that words now means their opposite, as we can see from the slogans of the party. But Orwell also invites us to think about the precarious quality of human freedom, the freedom of being able to see things as they really are, the freedom to be different within society.